Okay, do you have your work desktop at home that needs to be cleaned up? But in this day and age, we also have a virtual desktop that also needs to get a little cleaning as well. So on the heels, did you guys know that it's National Desktop Day on Monday?
No.
I know. It's not a work holiday, right? Here to get us prepped for the big day is organizing editor Brenda Princivalli. Not probably as exciting as like your birthday, but close, right?
You know, anything that's related to organizing, yeah, I just get excited about it.
I think it's good too, because the more organized you are, what's really exciting about it is it gives you more time and less stress. So that's why you should be motivated.
Right. And you know, the other factor that always comes into it is that there are ways that it's related to your financial world, that either you save money, you make money. And so when it's time, money, stress, hey, those are the big three.
Those are things you all
awesome.
want. So
yes,
where do we begin?
Yes. Well, the first thing is that if we think about the things with our physical desktop, now how do we apply some of those same principles to our virtual desktop?
Okay.
And one of the things that happens, and I work with a lot of clients, and I step in and they've got this huge stack of files on their desk. They're like, well, but if I put it away, I won't be able to find it.
Yeah.
So what happens to somebody's digital desktop, their screen, their home screen or their desktop, is that there's all kinds of files sitting there right on their home desk, on their screen. And so if you're that kind of person, start to apply some of those same principles. And that is to make sure that you have designated folders. And some people say, well, but if I put it away, I won't be able to find it. So go ahead, and if you need to use your desktop while you're actually working on a project, go ahead and do that. But when you're done with that project, file those files appropriately. Then your desktop and your screen is actually a lot clearer.
So sometimes we have too many folders, like for pictures example. We've got vacation pictures or professional. Like put them all into pictures, or maybe try to like organize or like delete some of the things you don't need.
Right, right. And one of the things that is helpful is that when you are working on a project, sometimes it is easier to have it on your desktop.
Sure.
If you're uploading pictures or doing a variety of things. And that's okay, but again, when you're done, move them off to the side.
Because you always say you should always like deal things one time, like you look at it, you deal with it, throw it away, or organize it, right?
Right. And the other thing that clutters desktops are things that people are using to help them be efficient that normally would be sitting on your desktop, like a calculator, like a timer, like a certain program that you're using to help manage items. So one of the really great things to do with your screen, your digital screen, is maybe to divide it into sections. And maybe you have one quarter of your screen that is dealing with your computer operations. Another corner of your screen are programs and links to things that you want quick access to. But go ahead and divide your screen and actually organize it and make use of that space instead of just letting it accumulate and clutter with a variety of things.
And isn't it always the case, like, you know, you need a receipt or that bill or that medical thing, and you can never find, so the one you can't find, you can find everything else, but also this will make things easier come tax time, come the holidays.
Right, absolutely. And then the last thing is that we are all, you know, guilty, you might say, of having multiple things going on. So when you're sitting at your desktop and actually working, how many windows do you have open? How many programs do you have open? And one of the things that's really critical, or I used to say important about that, is that if you have a puzzle open or a game open and a magazine open, it can be very distracting, and that really impacts your productivity. So be careful about how many windows you actually have open, windows and or programs at one time while you're working on a project, because that distraction, the #1 distraction comes from within, and if it's tempting, then you're going to go over and peek at Facebook, you're going to go over and peek at all these different things and get you off task.
Jason, you got to close down Bubble Island. I know Michelle invites you to Bubble Island every day, but you have to play that on your own time, right?
Right.
Or Candy Crush.
Yeah.
None of those get you.
Yeah.
What do you ever waste time on, Brenda? Anything? Nothing. You get a hold of Brenda and the rest of our dream team by going to our website, fox5vegas.com.